everybody. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Come on, music! Guys, I'm broke, so I never had anybody sign a NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. I typically keep to myself, and I just come on here and make these videos and roast y'all. But what if I was actually rich? What if I was actually a megastar, somebody very popular, and I didn't want certain information getting out about me going out to the public if something bad happened, like a breakup or, just anything, about me that was negative? What would I do? I'd probably sign a non-disclosure agreement.
We love when Tim Mahoney stops by. Tonight, we're talking about the legal elements of a hit TV show. It's on Hulu. You've probably heard it. Maybe you've watched it all. It's called The Dropout. Amanda Seyfried continues to win awards for this, for playing Elizabeth Holmes. There's a backstory in the legal world kind of having to do with this.
So NDAs,
yeah.
Non-disclosure agreement, that's what an NDA stands for. So essentially it's a contract that you're not going to disclose confidential information that you acquired in a certain form. And obviously it's going to be for somebody that isn't bound by certain confidentiality agreements. So like with your attorney or your physician,
sure,
they're supposed to be bound by confidentiality without you having to do anything. So a lot of times this is an employer-employee relationship, or like let's say, my daughter is an actress out in Hollywood, and when you go see a movie, if they'll preview a movie to people, you have to sign an NDA that you're not going to tell anybody what it's about, that you're not going to tell anybody what it's like. If you go audition for certain things, you have to sign NDAs saying that you won't disclose what's going to happen. If you're on a hit show, you have to sign an NDA that you're not going to disclose what's coming up on the hit.
I worked for American Idol for 5 seconds 10 years ago.
Right.
I had to sign an NDA.
Right, see? So the thing about NDAs is the question is, how enforceable are they when you're drug into a court of law?
Sure.
We know that outside of a court of law, then you absolutely cannot disclose any of the information. If you do, usually there's a liquidated damages clause, which essentially says, if they show you disclose the information, you owe this much money to them, period.
And this is what a lot of successful athletes, superstars, politicians, anybody who's successful, they go this route. Non-disclosure agreements typically protect them from personal information about them or said life getting out to the public. And this was supposed to be the case with Kevin Hart. Now, Kevin Hart is uber successful, completely rich, but he has some skeletons in his closet, and obviously he's been caught cheating a few times. He's had some problems by being divorced. He's had some problems in his marriages. Hey, that's what happens when you have money. But when he hires people, he also does the non-disclosure thing. Now, I get why he does it because, well, he's Kevin Hart, so it makes perfect sense while he does that. But let me get back to the whole entire point here. This is going to be important. The point is, once you sign the non-disclosure agreement, you're supposed to live up to it. And if you don't, something is going to happen to you, as in a penalty. So if you're going to get a penalty for putting out somebody's information out there, it should be worth more than the penalty you're most likely going to have to pay. For example, if I was going to do something that cost me $250,000, I would have to make well over that in order to proceed on that particular action, because I'm going to get penalized. But that's not what this lady did. If you can remember, Kevin Hart had a very beautiful ex-assistant whose name was Maisha Shakes, and she also signed the NDA because she worked for Kevin Hart. She worked for Kevin Hart between August 2017 and October 2020, but she made a big mistake. She wanted to chase clout. And she chased clout by dealing with Tasha K. And boy, did her world turn around when she said this.
So the cheating, what have you witnessed besides everybody seeing the tape? What have you witnessed though, personal assistant?
I witnessed, there's a blonde girl who has this pretty curly hair. She's light skinned, skinny. I think she's probably black and white, black and Spanish or something. She has like this fluffy, natural hair. He bought her in the office and she drives a Range Rover. That's how I know who it is. And Kevin drives his different cars. She comes into the office, and when he introduced her to me, he said that She was his model for Hustle Hart, taking the Hustle Hart supplements and, you know, posting them. Oh,
gorgeous.
She's beautiful.
And what'd you say?
Kevin and I, we shared an office. Kevin bought the entire floor. One side was Laugh Out Loud, one side was Heartbeat. And so he had the office. And then it was this big office like this, the size of this room. And right here was my office. Right here was his office. He had a middle table, the conference room, and a bathroom, his dressing room, and a kitchen. I came in one day. I don't know if anything happened, but there was somebody in his office, and I was heading to mine because somebody just put a TV on my wall. Correct. Someone was supposed to put a TV on my wall. Okay. And I came in and I walked right back out, and I was like, whatever is happening in there, I know it's not good. I didn't see anything, but I left.
You heard noises?
Yes. I don't know what kind of, but it was something happening. I knew who was in there.
Who?
The blonde girl.
Oh, he ain't even get hotel rooms. He said last time I got caught up in a hotel room.
And that's why he wanted a shower. And he told his designer that he needed a new couch. And I told his designer, I said he needed a new couch because he wanted to on his couch. That's what he needs it, because the one that you got in there is not comfortable enough to be pounding some cheeks. That's why he needs a new couch.
Now Maisha is crying wolf. She says this now. At the time of signing the NDA, I was suffering from significant mental health issues and was under considerable financial distress due to my unemployment. Hart was fully aware of my ongoing health issues and critical need for health insurance and funds, as I could not afford health insurance or my prescribed medications. At the time I executed the NDA, I was not aware that it included a confidentiality clause, as I was told by Hart that it was simply a mutual release and it would benefit me and my family. Now also remember, Kevin Hart claimed that Tasha K reached out to him before the interview, tried to extort him for $250,000 so that this interview would not go out. But you see, the reality is that Kevin Hart clapped back and sued her ass. Now she wants this NDA case dismissed. And you know what? I'm seeing this a lot more often in society now, especially with certain ladies who feel like, oh, I'm in distress. I didn't know. Whoa, this should be, dismissed because I had mental health issues. And there are people that have mental health issues, I'm sure, in America. And she very well might be. Well, if she had a mental health issue, then she shouldn't have went to Tasha K. Shouldn't she sue Tasha K for basically tricking her to come onto the show because she had mental health issues? If that was the case, she would have done that, but she did not. You were going on a Tasha K show to pretty much drop some tea, try to get some attention, try to get some clout, trying to get some money for yourself or some fame for yourself. And now it didn't work out, but you signed it. So you know what you got to do? You got to put on your big girl panties and be an adult. And this is how, unfortunately, a lot of people, including ladies, are going to have to learn. When you sign an NDA, usually it's for 7 or 10 years, something like that. And you should not, even if you're not employed by the person, be out there putting out their information, especially to somebody who doesn't even care about you. And that's crazy. You were a personal assistant to Kevin Hart, right? I'm pretty sure you got paid decent money to do that. Now you went to Tasha K, who literally doesn't care about you, won't give you anything at all. Like, you're not going to get anything from Tasha K that will change your life. Now, just imagine in that industry, if you were a good personal assistant, which you probably were not, you would at least maybe have the opportunity to get back in the industry again. Well, too bad. You pretty much messed that opportunity up by being a big mouth because you wanted clout. And not only did you do that, for any guy in the industry that's interested in dating somebody like you because you are attractive, you probably have messed that up too. Not to say you want to, but you just can't be trusted. Anybody who will take a bone will give a bone. So you can't be trusted. And I hope he sues your ass for whatever he can get from you, because that is exactly what you need. Like, be an adult. Stop acting like you're a victim and you're not a victim, because you damn sure didn't look like a victim when you was on that couch at Tasha K's podcast, trying to bring this particular brother down. dropping all this tea. You didn't look like no victim then, okay? So go over there, suffer the consequences. And you're talking about your mental health being unemployed. He was employing you. You were no longer about to be unemployed then. You were getting employed. I'm pretty sure you had health benefits and everything working with him in the first place. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. What did you for all of you do? Subscribe to the bell. We're out.